What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do an all my love reading for the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, you guys are last but not least on the zodiac lineup for Group 1. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So, take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay? So, all my love readings are meant to be a little bit more of a subconscious state of your love life, a little bit more intellectual, a little bit more in depth versus the bring back the intimacy readings. Okay? So, if you're already in a relationship and you're lacking that innate connection with your person, you may want to go and check those out. I was sitting in y'all's energy before I started, shuffling all the decks, kind of getting ready for your reading to record. And a few messages came in from the universe. Really, just a few, one main one, really, in the sense of maybe you guys, in the sense of love, um, are having an issue with kind of expressing yourself when it comes to telling someone how you feel about them, and you're not really understanding why that's an issue. Okay, now for some of you, you may know what the problem is. It could be tethered to situations in the past of maybe fear of rejection, things of that nature. I would highly suggest, okay, if you are dealing with trauma from your past, to go and look at your tap into your soul readings, okay? There is a multitude of them there, okay? Um, I'm not going to gear you towards any particular one because that energy, is pretty much done for those readings. And so you can only really go to the playlist on my channel and just pretty much go to the ones that you're energetically guided to for your sign, okay? For your sign. When you start watching those readings, my suggestion to you is to follow the activity for yourself, okay? Because the energy may not resonate with you based off of the reading itself. However, the activity may help, okay? So make sure you look at those touch imagery cards, touch drawing cards, um, and go with the activity itself of what holds you back, what continues to hold you back, and how you can change it. Okay. In doing that, kind of use it as kind of like a journaling for yourself of maybe when you find yourself in those thoughts of why you do what you do or what your behavior is in love, to kind of think about it, which means, yes, triggering yourself to go back to your past and figure out what caused you to start that, toxic or karmic behavior, okay? And it could be something as also simple as needing to remove yourself from certain connections, okay? So I don't want to get too deep into it and then turn this energy, turn the energy of your love reading into a tap into your souls, because that will totally mess up the message that needs to come out from the cards in this reading, okay? But just go and check those out. Those will probably be very helpful to you, okay? Along with a couple of readings ago, or every now and again, I will suggest particular items in my shop for you guys to use if you are a spiritualist. I have a variety of meditation oils available in my Etsy shop. Right now, I have a mix and match three, so you can pick three oils from the eight if you like, for one price, or you can just purchase one. Particularly if you are dealing with internal conflicts within yourself, I would suggest the All Right. It's a little bit more earthy in a sense, which can actually kind of help ground you a bit, okay? You could also go for the I Am Strong as far as self-awareness, which has obsidian and citrine in it, working on that solar plexus area, okay? But also grounding as well, in a positive affirmation kind of way, okay, with that intent. And then there is also flourish in the sense of um, actually helping you deal with getting over traumas from your past and kind of detaching yourself from them and moving forward in positivity. Now, it does have peony in it, and it may come off. It every time when I look at it, it gives me like a vintage perfume kind of vibe. But all of them are meant to be unisex. You have to think of your body chemistry as it blends with oils, and it may come off if you're a man. It may come off differently on you. It may not come off as feminine. It may mix with your body chemistry to come off as like a musk in a way, which is, not a bad musk, like not musky, like not musty, but musk, okay? I can't get my words together. So, with that being said, those are just, three to name a few, but feel free to kind of go through them and see what would work best for you, okay? But definitely check that out. You can go on my About Me page and you can find the link there to my shop, or you may see it below in the description box, okay? Like right before you drop down the description, you should see the link there, okay? And it should pop up, all right? So, with that being said, well, let's go ahead and get into your reading. All right, Scorpios, y'all know how we do. We're talking for a good minute, okay? Blame it on my seventh house, all right? Blame it on my seventh house. You guys are in that house, which is contracts and friendships or relationships. And so I tend to connect with you guys on that level because of it. All right. So hopefully you don't mind. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I truly appreciate your patronage. Please feel free to like, share, or subscribe so you can be notified the next time I do a reading for your sign. All right. So let's go one from the top, which is your energy, Scorpio. One from the bottom, which is the energy of the situation and or person, okay, whatever resonates for you. And then one energetically from the middle. And I think I'm going to go with this one here. I was looking at another one and it felt like my eyes were crossing a little bit, and I don't know if that's what you experience sometimes. Not laughing at you, but you got to learn how to laugh at yourself sometimes, Scorpios. But maybe sometimes you go through that in trying to connect with someone, okay? But this last card is based off of the energy between you and the situation and or person. So basically the outcome with these two energies, okay? So let's start with you guys, Scorpio. Your energy is sitting in respect, okay? Respect, okay? Just a little bit. Aretha Franklin, all right? Rest in peace. Maybe y'all need to go and listen to that, okay? It says, you value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love, okay? Respect. So we have kind of like a rainbow of color, all the chakra colors in this, but a lot of white space, okay? So it needs to be some purification in that, in my opinion, when reading this card, in the sense of learning to respect other people's perspectives on love, okay, outside of yours, okay? Again, Scorpios, we kind of go through this with you guys. Again, y'all go up and down, but I have consistently, on occasion, talked about you guys in your shadow work, okay? If you are a spiritualist, if you're a spiritualist, you know what shadow work means. Go handle your business, okay? And then come back to this, okay? If not, go look up shadow work, okay? And dig into that. And if it fits you, then you do the same. Leave this reading and go and handle your business, okay? But everyone has their right to love you the way that they choose to love you, okay? You never take away someone's choice in love, okay? And I've talked about this in another, I think in another signs reading, but it might have been yours too. But that is what's needed now, okay? Is to respect other people's perspectives on love, okay? Not just your own, because your own doesn't make sense at this point, okay? Just saying. All right, for some of you, if it does not resonate, don't come for me because I did not send for you, okay? Nothing but positive comments. If you're gonna make a comment, make it positive, okay? If this is not for you, pass it on, and maybe you need to wait till the heart's desire one, okay? And that's talking to those that have possibly Scorpio in a placement. That means that is very important to you, okay? So wait for the next one, okay? Let's move on. All right. What is where is the energy of the person and or situation? Where are they at? And they're in action, okay? Action could be the situation for some of you or the person, whatever works for you. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. Again, with the chakra colors here, kind of, the first thing I think of is like transition in a way of kind of zooming past each other the way they're kind of showing in this card, okay? Um, Maybe a lot of auras, things of that nature. Trying to make things lighthearted, okay? Maybe in the past that's what you used to be in love, especially newfound love, and you need to find a way to get back to that, okay? Maybe you were a little bit more attentive, more affectionate, more outspoken, and maybe it came back in rejection or being unrequited. And that's possibly what puts you in this behavior as we grow older, um, and decide to change in a way, okay? Um, you can either do that in a good sense and in a sense of learning from your past and reminding yourself of what happened and, refusing to repeat history, okay? So for me, for example, dealing with a bad boy type way in my early 20s, I am now 40. I am not interested in that kind of lifestyle anymore, okay? It was a very seeking the thrill, but at the same time knowing it wasn't going anywhere, okay? So I had to get out of that situation. That person did me a favor in the end. But from the beginning, I truly, was only in love with the fact or the possibility of love, but it wasn't really love. It was unrequited. It was twin flame. It was toxic. It was a lot of crap. Okay, so I'm not gonna dive too deep into it, but from that relationship that I held off and on for like 10 years, some parts of it was good that I wish could carry over into whatever is, meant for me to have per the universe. And the rest of it that I definitely don't want to relive again can go in the trash. I don't want it anymore. So, and I've learned from that. Okay, so that is something that you need to learn how to do, Scorpios. Is whatever happened in your past, trash it. You don't want the bad. You need to only focus on the good. Also, look at your monthly manifestations. They would be really helpful to you, especially if you have not watched January's. I would suggest starting there because your year is going to deal with a lot of personal growth. Okay, let's move to the last card of what is the energy between you and the situation and or person. It is trust. Okay, trust has came out a couple of times in me doing these readings. Okay, it says you have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. Intuition, okay? You guys are a water sign, okay? And you guys don't really wear your feelings on your sleeve, like talking about, because you go in and out, okay? You have a tendency of being a little bit wishy washy, all right? But when you follow your intuition, and again, you do like I just said, taking action in the sense of forgiving yourself for whatever happened in the past in relationships that did not work, getting rid of those bad characteristics that you did not like, and only focusing on the good things. And if there is someone that's in your life, you know that you can trust them, okay? I always say this in my readings that are dealing in relationships, especially people who are, getting into new ones, is that anyone that you meet, you start them off with a clean slate. You don't know them from Adam, but you are attracted to them, whether it be their sense of humor, whether it be their intellect, whether it be their looks. Something attracts you to them, okay? Sometimes something unexplainable, okay? They could be the complete opposite of you. However, it's something that just tells you, thus the intuition, okay? And give them a clean slate. They don't know you. You cannot compare someone to your past, okay? Especially if it was a tumultuous one, all right? Why would you even want to do that? That's putting traumas on a person that is an innocent bystander, okay? They are just trying to get to know you, the real you, okay? And they should be allowed to, in bits and pieces, however you see comfortable to do so, okay? But follow your intuition. If your heart tells you that a person is really genuine and you enjoy their company, then flow with that. It doesn't have to automatically mean y'all moving in together the next week, okay? It just means that you can open up to them little by little as you see, comfortable enough to share, okay? And if you're willing to share your deepest, darkest secrets with someone, then that means you truly trust them, okay? If they know something that not even your own best friend of 25 years doesn't know, then that means you found something special, okay? That's for someone. Now, let's go ahead, Scorpios, and get into the next part of your reading. If that was enough for you, by all means, I will see you in your next reading. But for the rest of you, thanks for sticking around. We'll get into the second part. What is the focus for Scorpio when it comes to love? What is your focus? What are you focused on, Scorpio? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take that one, but I'm not going to turn it over until I get the next card. Okay. In which if another card doesn't jump out, then we will go ahead and cut the deck, and then I will pull one from the bottom, okay? So you guys, I will say, Scorpio, I have done your other group 1 signs, and you are the first one to get a jump card in this section of the reading, okay? Definitely wasn't trying to force one out. It just came out, okay? So we're going to go on ahead, and I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to cut by 3s. I know the anticipation is killing you. It's killing me too. But this is how it works, okay? And so I'm going to pull one from the bottom, like I said. You can take both of these messages for yourself, or you can take them both towards the situation that you're in, or one apiece, whatever resonates for you, okay? And I am not going to hold you. I actually have 2. Did not plan this. I thought I picked 1, but obviously 2 came out. So you guys get an extra message. See what happens, Scorpio? Blame it on my 7th house, all right? So let's see what message number 1 is, okay? First time ever in all of these readings, of the All My Love readings, of this happening, okay? Healthy choices, okay? I know y'all were like, get to the card, but there you are. Healthy choices, okay? It's a woman with a basket, of course, with like some fruits or it looks like carrots are in here. But it says making healthy choices in love and in life, self love, self care, and being happier. Okay? Through all the traumas that you've been through in relationships, it is time for you to really believe that you deserve to be happier. Okay, you may not think that you do, Scorpio, because of all the relationships that have failed, but take away from those what you enjoyed. Okay, like I said before, but also something that I think of is that I always show gratitude for the things that I don't have. Also, show gratitude towards the things that didn't work out because you probably dodged a bullet with that person. If you even care to know, which I'm sure you do, but you do it very sneakily, Scorpios, um, is the ability to check in on people from your past, okay? And if, again, this may be a little bit of a sadistic way of checking in on them to see if, revenge or some kind of satisfaction in seeing your past not doing so well, okay? Maybe when you broke up with this person or they broke up with you, or they cheated on you and went to someone else, they messed around and now they got a boatload of kids. This just an example, okay? They got a boatload of kids. They can barely keep their bills paid. Their relationship is trash. Whatever is going on, you find out because there's mutual friends, all this other stuff, okay? And to you, it brings you joy, okay? But how much joy is it really? Because it's temporary. Because even though they have all of that, you are still by yourself, okay? But you are self-loving, hopefully. But if you're not and you want to be in a better relationship or you want to be in a relationship but you're not, you then go back into depressed mode, okay? But you need to start taking accountability and taking action because maybe you could be in something instead of worrying about where everybody else is because you have this, kind of chess, not checkers move of, yeah, want to see if they have a sucky life and that when you finally get yours right, you can really kind of pile on when they're probably not even worried about you, okay? I'm just going to be point blank honest, okay? Especially if it's been 3 years since you've seen this person. They could care less about what's going on in your life because they got multiple kids to take care of. So you are not keeping them up at night with how great you're doing because are you really doing great if you're sitting up here, taking satisfaction in their demise, okay? Just saying, start making healthy choices, all right? Let's get into the next card, which is the dragonfly, okay? The dragonfly. Dragonfly came out in another reading, not in this particular one, not the All My Loves, but I believe it came up in Aquarius's. I think it came up in Aquarius and it might have been their monthly manifestation. I'm not telling you to go and watch theirs, but you may have Aquarius in your chart somewhere, okay? But it's nice to see the dragonfly is coming around full circle in other readings now. So it says be lighthearted, which I mentioned in this action card, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. Okay? Adapt, change, and heal are the main words that I am paying attention to the most here. Okay? And being lighthearted. Okay? It's time to get back to that, like I mentioned before. Okay? With this action being right above it. Okay? It's time to heal from that past and be light and free, okay, and heal yourself. That is why I am suggesting you go to those tap into your souls and really dig in to yourself, okay, to return to that lightheartedness, okay. We have that ability just as much. If you look at a yin and yang symbol, okay, you have light and there's a small speck of dark. You have dark, and there's a small speck of light. Okay, we all have a little bit of darkness. We all have a little bit of light. Okay, with no matter what, there is a fine balance. All right, you have to allow yourself to be light. Okay, and not always fall into the dark. Okay, I know that's hard for you because you are a Scorpion. Okay, that is your symbol in the zodiac, and you guys love the dark. All right, you got to get out of that. All right, and start being a dragonfly. All right, and heal. All right, next, separation. Okay, separation. All right, says sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, and unsure of future. Okay, possibly you are separated from someone because of whatever has transpired in your life. Okay, that may have caused you to pull away from someone. All right, um, they are missing you. They've probably been through the same thing that you've been through. There is a rose here with some thorns. All right. Um, I do feel an a gravitation to this unsure of future situation with separation. Okay. I'm going to hold that up for y'all so you can see the rose with a thorn on it. That's, subsequently up under, and I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Is right under trust. Okay. And so maybe you didn't trust yourself with a person, and so you separated from them thinking that would be the best thing for you to do. Okay. You possibly are unsure about the future if you are thinking about returning. Okay. But again, before you return, you need to heal. Okay. If you have not yet, you may be able to be healed by being with this person and opening up to them. Okay. Now, I will tell you guys, Scorpio, as it always happens, you guys are now in super extended. Okay. So again, if you made it to the end of this video, I hope it helps you in some way, Scorpio, because being in your energy for the course of the time that I've been on YouTube, y'all have your ups and y'all have y'all downs. Okay. Whenever y'all are down, I'm trying to give y'all the benefit of the doubt that it's new energy coming in on the Scorpio collective. It could be someone with Scorpio in their chart that is going through this, so it may not be Scorpio sun sign, but if it is, you guys have got to find a way to get out of it. Okay, again, if you are a spiritualist, go and check out and figure out what's going on with your shadow self. Okay, so we're in the romance angels, looking for what is the outcome of the energy for Scorpio. Okay, 2 cards here, just 2 this time. You can take both of these for yourself, both towards a situation, or one apiece, whatever works for you. All right, express your love. I mean, what did we talk about at the beginning of this reading for you guys, Scorpio? Okay, express your love, which says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. If you have been thinking about connecting with someone, and again, trusting and respecting their perspective on love and who they are as a person, it's time for you to make that gesture. If you've gotten past and kind of went through this energy, maybe it's gone from right to left in the sense of separated, then healed, then about to make healthy choices. Okay, for others of you, you need to make healthy choices. You need to heal because a separation is imminent or it has already happened. Okay, like I said, it just all depends. All right, get in where you fit in. Last message, love yourself first. Okay, love yourself first. Do you know how to love yourself, Scorpios? Okay, besides being introverted and hiding away somewhere. Okay? Your self respect makes you more romantically attractive. Your self respect makes you more romantically attractive. The fact that you do that, maybe people kind of admire that, maybe model after you in the sense of being a little bit more of a private person that kind of puts yourself on a pedestal. You don't share your energy with a lot of people, and so that's what makes people gravitate towards you more. Okay, but aside from just like I said, running away, things of that nature, not really wanting people to see you or talk to you, um, is somewhat of a way of loving yourself, but only if you're healing in the process. Okay, so with that being said, Scorpios, that is all that I have for you for this reading tonight. We have one more reading, and so until then, peace.